Okay folks, in this video we are going to go over the steps to make sure your banjo is playing in tune by first getting your banjo in tune. And the main thing we're undertaking is getting your bridge set correctly in the right spot. Unfortunately, unlike most of your flat top guitars and instruments like that, the banjo bridge is like a fiddle in that the bridge is movable. It's not glued down or screwed down, set in place. So if it gets bumped or moved over time, your banjo can note out of tune even though you got your strings in tune with the tuner. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your banjo in good tune. Now I've got my handy dandy chord strobe tuner here. Actually, I don't know. I don't think that is a strobe tuner. I guess that is just a regular tuner. Now I've got new strings on this banjo. You always want to set your bridge when you got pretty good strings on, because dead strings, I've found, don't intonate as well as new strings do. Now you don't want to put a brand new set of strings on and not let them stretch out and try to do this, because it'll make that process much longer. Alright, we got our banjo pretty close to in tune. Now the first step is checking the fretted note here at the 12th fret on your first string. As you can see, that's sharp on the tuner. Come in a little closer here. So that means that the bridge is too close this way, which is making the scale smaller. So in order to fix that, we need to scoot our bridge towards the tailpiece. Now if it was flat, we would need to move it up this way, but this one's sharp. So get a hold of your bridge with both fingers and very carefully scoot him back just a little bit at a time. The old saying, an inch is a mile, rings true for bridge setup. All right, that's dead on, and we're still in tune. Now let's check the 4th string. All right, it's just a little sharp. We'll just kind of nudge this side of the bridge a little bit. Still just a touch sharp. There we go. And once you get your 1st and 4th strings right, I found the others, if your banjo has a correct scale length and a good bridge and nut slots, the others will fall into place as soon as you get these 2 right. Now the 3rd string just naturally notes sharp on a banjo, pretty much from, except on this one. This one notes pretty good. Wow, well, that goes to show you with the Sonny Osborne gauge, 11, 12, 13, 22, 11, that your banjo is much more balanced and also in tune. That was a surprise. I thought it would note sharp. Your 5th string, if you use these spikes, as everyone knows, once you spike that, now this will be sharp. You have to loosen that a little, but the only way around that is compensating that 5th string pit. But this turned out to be a little shorter video than some of the other ones. But if your bridge is flat, or if your string is flat at the 12th fret, it's you just go exactly opposite. Instead of moving it back towards the tailpiece, you move it closer to the neck. And you can really fine tune it, like once you get the 12th fret right, bring it up to the 17th fret. If you notice, it's just a touch flat there. And then if you go up to the 21st fret, it's right. So that 17th is the one that's real touchy, I've found. You can go back just a touch that way, and that might already be too far. I just barely touched it, but it doesn't take much. There we go. That's pretty close. It's hard to get it exactly right. And once you get it as close as you're comfortable with, another very important thing to keep in mind is the feet on your bridge. Moving your bridge back and forth, it can kind of get wonky or one slid out. You want to make sure your feet are setting flat with the head right here. You don't want your bridge setting back one way or the other. And you want all three of the feet to line up. You don't want one to be scooted out more than the others. This one looks pretty close. And then one of the last things I do to, I guess what you would call seat the bridge, is just, did you hear that little click there? Just push just a little bit on it, on the third string right in the center of the bridge, and that actually kind of scoots the feet out to where they're all sitting flat, compressed on the head. I think that would pretty much cover everything. If I'm forgetting anything, mention it in the comments, and I'll try to answer any questions. But that's how to set your 5-string banjo bridge.